A very pleasant morning to my dear children. Welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope you all are safe and staying healthy at home. Yes? Okay children, then let's start our today's session. We are discussing lesson 5, the Summit Within, written by Major HPS Ahluwalia. So let's continue our journey with the author. In this lesson, the Summit Within, Major HPS Ahluwalia, he narrates his real life experiences as he climbed the Mount Everest. He expresses his innermost feelings as he stood on the summit of the Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world. He says that it is when he reached on the top, when he reached on the summit of Mount Everest, he realized that, or he was conscious of the fact that human beings are the tiniest creatures, or human beings are reduced to tiniest size in this large universe. He says that how small we are in this large universe, in this big world. He had such a realization when he reached on the top, or when he reached on the summit of the Mount Everest. Now let's see the next paragraphs. All of you take page number 77, look into your honeydew text. Consider a typical climb towards the summit. On the last heights, you are sharing a rope with another climber. You form in. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he belays and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. You strain every nerve as you take every step. Famous climbers have left records of the help given by others. They have also recorded how they needed just that help. Else they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself for having let yourself in for this. You wonder why you ever undertook the ascent. There are moments when you feel like going back. It would be sheer relief to go down instead of up. But almost at once you snap out of that mood. There is something in you that does not let you give up the struggle, and you go on. Your companion keeps up with you. Just another 50 feet or 100 maybe. You ask yourself, is there no end? You look at your companion and he looks at you. You draw inspiration from each other, and then, without first being aware of it, you are at the summit. In this paragraph, Major HPS Ahluwalia, he says that climbing the Mount Everest, it's not an individual task, it's not an individual activity. It's not one-man army, means we alone cannot do it. If we have a help of our friends, it would be easier to climb the Mount Everest. He says that it is a team effort. It was a team effort. The climbers in the expedition, they help each other to climb the mountains. If one firms in with the rope, the other breaks the ice to make steps so that they can move forward, so they can go. Firms in means make yourself firm. Make yourself firm on the ground and hold the rope tightly so the other climber, your other companion, or your friend or your comrade, they can break the ice and help each other to move forward. So this is how they help each other. So children, you all know that we have to put in great efforts to climb the Mount Everest. We have to put in great efforts both physically and mentally to go upwards. It's not an easy task. It is not an individual task. It is a team effort. So we need the help of others, we need the help of our friends, we need the help of our comrades, we need the help of our partners to move upwards. So he says that the famous climbers, even the famous climbers have recorded such incidents. Which type of incidents? The incidents where they badly need the help of someone and how they help these climbers. So such incidents are recorded there. So sometimes we feel hard to breathe. You know, the temperature would be very low as we move upwards. So we need the support of oxygen cylinders to breathe. So we find very difficult to breathe, and there are moments that we feel to stop our journey, we feel to stop our expedition and go back. There are such moments. But it is during such moments that your friends become a great support for you. They motivate us or they inspire us to move forward. They keep on saying that we have only 50 feet to cover, we have only 100 feet to achieve our goal. Such inspiration and motivation help us to climb the Mount Everest and ultimately conquer the Mount Everest. So he says that there are some moments where we curse ourselves. Curse ourselves means we use bad words, we speak rudely or impolitely to ourselves. Why did we take this adventure? Why did we take this venture? Why did we have such a decision to go upwards or to conquer Mount Everest? So sometimes there are such moments that we curse ourselves and we feel like going down, and it becomes a great relief that if we are going back. Even though you have such negative thoughts as you climb the Mount Everest, your friends keep motivating you, your friends keep inspiring. So that inspiration and motivation lead them upwards. And finally, they reach the summit, or they reach on the top of the highest peak in the world, even without their knowledge. They feel that they suddenly arrived or they suddenly reached on the top. Now let's come to the next paragraph in page number 78. Looking round from the summit, you tell yourself that it was worthwhile. Other silvery peaks appear through the clouds. If you are lucky, the sun may be on them. The surrounding peaks look like a jeweled necklace around the neck of your summit. Below you see vast valleys sloping into the distance. It is an ennobling, enriching experience to just look down from the summit of a mountain. You bow down and make your obeisance to whichever god you worship. So in the next paragraph, the author says that when you reach on the summit or when you reach on the top of the highest peak in the world, you feel that all your activity was worth doing. It was worthwhile. Whatever task you took up or whatever task you have taken, it has been worthwhile. As you have conquered the Mount Everest, it has been worthwhile. All your time, all your effort, all your energy that you have spent for climbing the Mount Everest has been worthwhile. It has been of great value, of great importance. You know that the Himalayas or the Mount Everest, it is covered with ice. So it looks so silvery. The peaks look so silvery. So he says that when he stood on the summit of the Mount Everest, the small peaks, the small mountains, it looked like silvery peaks. And when he says that at that moment when the sun shines, the glow of the light, when the glow of the light hits on these mountains, it seems as like the Everest has worn a necklace. When the sunlight hits on these silvery peaks, it becomes a jeweled necklace. These small silvery peaks, it becomes a jeweled necklace. And we feel that the Mount Everest has worn that necklace. So he says that it is such an enriching, it is such an ennobling experience when he stood on the summit and when he viewed the panorama below. Ennobling means it is a noble experience. You feel elevated to a higher degree. You feel that you are honored, you are dignified when you stood on the summit of the highest peak in the world. The author says that at this moment he feels like to make obeisance to whichever god you worship. Pay obeisance means show obedience or submission. He says that he feels like showing respect or feels like showing obedience or submission to our God, to the God we loved. I left on Everest a picture of Guru Nanak. Rawat left a picture of Goddess Durga. Po Dorji left a relic of Buddha. Edmund Hillary had buried a cross under a cairn, a heap of rocks and stones in the snow. These are not symbols of conquest but symbol of reverence. The author says that to show respect or to show obedience or submission to God, all the mountaineers, they left some or other pictures of the holy persons. And our author, he left a picture of Guru Nanak. And Rawat, he left a picture of Goddess Durga. Po Darji, he left a relic of Buddha. Relic means a part of the deceased holy person. This means a person who have died. It is a part of deceased holy person or their belongings. For example, it can be their hair. It can be the hair of Lord Buddha, or it can be something that he possessed, any of his objects. It can be his prayer bead. Our Po Dorji, he has received such a relic, so he left that relic on the Everest. And Edmund Hillary, he has left a cross on the cairn. Cairn means it is a heap of rocks and stones. He has kept that relic under the cairn. And likewise, they all left some more other things of the holy persons to pay reverence to God, not to show their physical conquest, not to show that they have achieved something great in life, not to show that they have conquered the highest point in life, but to show reverence. But to show reverence, to show respect, or to show obedience to God. Children, I hope you understood today's topic clearly. That's all for today. Let's wind up the session. See you in the next class.